Hi, I'm Kelly Clary. I'm at Ford of Moses Lake, and today we're going to talk about brake pads and brakes, and I'm with a master technician named Jarrett. Okay, Jarrett, today we're talking about brake pads and the importance of maintenance of the brake pads and why I need to do my brakes, obviously.
Obviously
for safety, right?
Reasons,
Wow,
course,
imagine that.
Of course.
Tell me about these brake pads. You have one brand new in your hand.
One brand new one.
Okay.
Brake pads differ between vehicles. Some of them
Okay.
are thicker, some of them are smaller, as is this worn one here. But they all serve the same function to stop your vehicle.
Wonderful. Okay. And so this brake pad that's worn,
Correct.
you know, it looks like I know this one's a lot smaller, but the difference between the depths of the actual pad
Are tremendous.
It's amazing.
Are tremendous. Yeah, generally a pad this size probably has about 10-30 seconds of pad.
Okay.
So a little bit less than this one.
Depth of the pad obviously are a lot different from the new one to this very worn one.
Correct, and from vehicle to vehicle.
Okay. So this pad looks like it's gotten pretty hot. Was this overly worn? Is that when I hear the screeching noise when I'm coming to a stop?
Correct, screeching or grating or
Okay.
like a grinding noise.
If I hear those noises, am I way past due to get my brakes done?
Potentially.
Okay.
But yes, absolutely. But it should be checked. I mean, you should bring it to your, directly into your dealership.
You know, I've heard, the screeching noise before, and also, all of a sudden I went too long one time, and all of a sudden a massive pulsation feeling and a want feeling when I was stopping the vehicle. What's the cause of that?
Well, generally what happens is the heat generated from brake pads, and worn brake pads more so because they don't absorb heat as well,
Okay.
Can cause the rotor surface here to get hard spots,
Okay.
hot spots
Okay.
inside of it, and or distort the rotor and make it not round and not flat anymore, and it causes that pulsation.
So that's when I hear the word warped rotor.
Yes, correct.
And that's what it'd be called. Okay. So by keeping a really nice healthy pad, coming to a factory shop and putting factory pads on my vehicle, I could save money in the long run by not having a warped rotor.
Absolutely. Brake maintenance is very important in the length or the longevity of your brake system for your vehicle.
Because everybody likes to save money.
Correct.
And I know by putting these rotors on, because I've done it in the past, it's pretty spendy.
It can be.
And then the pads are very reasonable.
Yes, they are. Maintenance, brake pad maintenance is very, very reasonable if done regularly.
Also, with these pads, what is this?
This here's the brake caliper.
Okay.
And what it does is it has a piston on the inside
Okay.
and a fixed mount on the outside. And it essentially just squeezes your brake pad. So when you push on your brake pedal, it squeezes the brake pad and stops the rotation of that rotor or slows it.
Okay, great. Do these ever wear out or break? Is any
they
maintenance
do.
to be done on these?
Maintenance, not necessarily, but
Okay.
keeping an eye on them is a great idea. They do have moving parts that can bind
Okay.
or seize if they have any water ingestion, since they are right next to the wheel and tire.
I'm sure they get a lot of weather.
So that is something that is typically checked on any time that we do a brake inspection. Those are things that we check.
And that's something that can also save the longevity of off the brake and the pad?
Absolutely.
Okay.
A failing caliper can cause uneven brake pad wear and cause severe damage potentially to your vehicle.
How about when should I get it done? Before I hear the screeching noises and the pulsations, I'd like to get the brakes done correctly on the intervals I need to get it done without spending all the extra money and waiting too long. So is there any depths or anything I need to know? Like, okay, this pad looks worn. I mean, I look at it, but how would I know? How do you measure that, or how can you tell?
Well, at every maintenance interval here at Bud Clary, we have a multi-point inspection sheet.
Okay.
And we pull the wheels off of the vehicle,
Okay.
which is the best way to check them, and measure the brake pad thickness with a tool that measures in
Okay.
30 seconds or millimeters.
Oh, that's okay.
And then the factory has an allowable tolerance that it can be worn within this specification.
Okay.
If it is beyond that, then it is time for replacement.
Wow, I can't believe how much you learn about brake pads. I really appreciate all your knowledge and your expertise on
Absolutely.
when
You're
I should
welcome.
do this and how I should do it. I really appreciate your time.